Come on in. All right, so I've been getting this download. It's just a really fast, potent download. It's not really long and drawn out, I don't think. You're getting an opportunity to quantum leap if you want it. For those of you who haven't quantum leap already. You've been going through, for those of you who are in alignment and on your correct timeline and you're not allowing codependent wounds to overtake your judgment. You know, you're not allowing your old wounds, your old programming to tell you that you're not deserving of being who you are, calling yourself a god or a goddess. Then you have been living in your light. You've been living in your enjoyment. Hi. You have been being in the moment. You've been meditating. You've been feeling good. Like, because this new quantum timeline is about to get even better, is what I'm hearing. You're about to get into the receiving mode like you've never seen before. And the people that are used to be able to having access to you aren't going to have access to you anymore. They won't be able to find you. They won't be able to find you energetically. They won't be able to, it's like, it's going to give Dr. Seuss, it's like, they're going to be like, where is the fairy? Okay, where is my usual pull that I have on this person? Where's my psychic pull, my telepathic energy? They're not going to be able to find you. You were going up and away. I just did a hot air balloon excursion, not yesterday, but a couple of days ago, and it's giving hot air balloon. Like you're rising in consciousness so steadily. It feels so natural and it feels so good. Then the spirit realm is like, let it happen. Let yourself be lifted up out of these old timelines. What's going to happen though is that you're going to be tempted by guilt, by sadness, and by grief. Like you need to have some type of closure, and the time for closure is over. People don't get any more closure. So let's get into this reading. I'm going to be using my Avatar in the City deck as usual, which you can find on my website. It'll be sent to you directly from the distributor, because I'm traveling and I have not ordered like a bunch of copies. Thank you for sharing the live, KJ. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. So let's get into the reading. I'm excited for this reading. It feels so good, but I'm hearing that your ego isn't too delighted, and the ego's always going to bring on some fear and make you feel like you're doing something wrong, like you being happy and you enjoying every inch of your life. It's like eating a good meal that you've been waiting for a long time, and you're about to dig in or whatever, and somebody says, "Can I have some?" And it's just kind of like, let me enjoy my meal. And it's like this tinge of guilt for you enjoying the, like, be still and know that I am God of it all. And that's what's being purged out of your system. This need to feel guilty. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to feel guilty anymore. All right, let's take a look. Okay. I need to turn on the air. It's hot. Okay, so this is the solar plexus card here, right? Which is the center of your sovereignty and your self-confidence, like your boss energy. Like that makes you feel like you have the willpower to be able to get done whatever it is that you want to do. That's your energy center that's right here that makes you feel like I can do whatever I want to do. I can make my dreams come true. It's the I can do it energy. That's what you're being called to tap into. And if you're not embodying that, you're going to be able to face whatever it is that's making you feel like you can't do what you want to do, or you can't do. It's not the truth. That's what's being called up into the ethers right now. Is it actually true that you can't do what you want to do, or are you making this up? Like, are you making this up? And if you are thinking this way, why are you thinking this way? What's the origins of you feeling like you can't do what you want to do and be who you are? You're a god. You're a goddess. Of course you're free. Of course you can hop on a plane and go to Paris if you want to. Of course you're going to get the money. Of course everything is going to come through and work out for you, just like you knew it would. Of course you don't have anything to worry about. This quantum leap is about you getting out of that space of like this under, even though you pray, you're looking over your shoulder, this worry energy that you've been carrying. It's time for you to drop that act. You're not really worried. You're upholding this image like you're small so that you can stay connected to certain people and certain energies, and so that you don't offend people, so that you don't make other people feel bad because you're living a good life. You're supposed to be like God says that his yoke is easy and his burden is light, and excuse you for embodying the promises of God. You're supposed to embody the promises of God. It's time for you to put your money where your mouth is, because after you conquer this solar plexus, then you'll be able to move into your heart space and actually live from your heart, to where everything feels like it's an adventure. It's crazy, but it's easy, and you know, everything is kind of laid out for you on a silver platter. The next card is you can't run from love. All right, I remember when I made this card, my brother from my karmic family sent me a DM, a message, that he was listening to Vanessa Williams. You know you can't run from love, you know you can't run. You know, so my family my narcissistic mother, and probably my aunt too, I'm not quite sure about her exactly, but she's part of the witches that come after me all the time and try to brainwash people against me. And my brother was having a breakdown, and he was like, I miss you, I love you, this isn't right. You know, he was having his own come to Jesus. And so I made this card. This is a witch coming back from the dead, and she's coming back with vengeance, not so that she can take revenge out on other people, but so that she can show that you can't kill her, you can't take her down, there's nothing you can do. She's going to remain powerful. She's going to remain in her wig. She's going to remain in her lash. Okay? She's going to dance in her lip. Back from the dead. Incarnating. On fire. Better than ever before. This is the promise of God because you are an eternal being and nobody can take that from you. And the thing is that they don't want to take it from you, because if they could, that means that they would be able to come up out of their lash and their wig and their weave as well, because we're all one. If one of us is powerful, all of us is powerful. This is what the people in scarcity mindset don't understand. That you living in your power is truly a testament of the power of God that is within them. It is not to take anything away from anyone. So you don't have to lower your level of confidence, your solar, like the solar plexus is actually where demons, the vampires, come and try to connect with you and make you feel guilty for being empowered. So there's some guilt here. There's some guilt and some shame around pleasure, around play, around your masculine energy. Masculine energy, a lot of times, especially with people who have narcissistic family systems, starts getting bullied like around puberty. To when you start activating and people start beginning to see what you're about to become, the power of God within you, that life force, that pure joy, that creativity, what you're capable of, the demons start getting activated like when you're around 11 or 12 years old, and stopping you from moving by making you feel guilty, shaming you, making you feel like what you want and who you are is selfish, making you doubt yourself. And so it's been really hard to come up out of that, because it's kind of like this codependency carousel, to where all you're looking for is an okay from other people. Is it okay for me? Will you still be around? Will you abandon me if I follow my highest path and my highest calling? And the spirit realm is saying, no, they're not. They're not going to come with you, because you're moving into a new timeline. You will still, your energies, your old energies actually will still exist in that old dimension, but they're not going to be able to see the new you. That's what I'm being told. Dimensions are everlasting and eternal. There are multiple versions of you happening at the same time. You're existing in the multiverse, and you're being given the opportunity to quantum leap into another portal, into another dimension, to where you exist with more freedom, more adventure, more joy. You're able to walk in your quirkiness and your weirdness. How do I get this person out of here that's acting up like this? I don't like looking down at my comments and seeing that. All right, hopefully that did it. All right, so the next card that came out is animal communication, and it came out reverse. So the spirit realm is sending you it's sending you symbols as to how to quantum leap and enter into new timelines. And I don't know if the symbols are weirding you out, or if you are blocking them out because they're weird, or you feel like the person that you are about to become is going to be too weird and other people aren't going to be able to digest it. So you're kind of apprehensive. So I'm gonna pull some confirmation cards right quick. So magnolia and yellow carnelian. Okay. That tells me that this is a long time coming. You are an ancient being, like I said, back from the dead. You're incarnate. You are from another dimension, another timeline. You are powerful, and you're able to actually tap into your quantum field And you're asked to start paying more attention to how powerful you are instead of focusing on what you can't do and where other people want you to be. A god and goddess isn't confined by human laws, societal laws. Like if you're a chosen one, you can shadow walk. Like you can walk within the darkness, the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra and beyond. You can break the rules of this world if you want to, and you know that. You know whoever I'm talking to anyway, you have had weird things happen for you, specifically for you, that have broken the rules of this world, where maybe if people found out, you might go to jail or something. I don't know, because the spirit realm wants you to know that this world don't mean nothing to them. God is more powerful than this world. Spirit has been showing up for you consistently, letting you know that God and you as a team together is more powerful than anything that anybody says, does. No one can stop you. You cannot run from love. You cannot, because love is the only power that exists. You're moving out of the duality where being unloving is more powerful than love. Like being a controlling asshole is more powerful than being joyful, gentle, meek, yet powerful. You know, beauty, light, creativity, the arts, you know, travel, ease, comfort is your domain, okay? And as you walk that fire, because for some reason people don't enjoy watching someone enjoy themselves for some reason, like everyone has a thing with it. The thing is that though they'll be watching, and that's the whole point of it. People are watching you ascend, and as they watch you ascend, they're paying attention to the light, even if they don't realize it. This is what's going to help them ascend. Yeah, your enemies. Watching you, always stalking you, paying attention to what you're doing. They're going to run into it within themselves. They're going to be like, dang, I need to heal. I need to change. If I actually, like, this is all this girl, this is all this guy has been doing, is like bettering themselves. What have I been doing to better myself? They're going to start asking themselves questions, because we are receivers of thoughts. We're not thinking thoughts. So whatever it is you're focused on leads to you thinking certain thoughts. It leads to certain downloads. You are a receiver of energy, okay? So they're going to be focusing on a being of light who is ascending, and they're going to start getting ascension type thoughts. And that's going to lead to their ascension. See, this is how this all works together. No one is anyone's enemy. That's a duality, scarcity mindset, okay? Only love exists. There is only one power, which is why nothing else but God has any power over you. And God is good. And God only proclaims what is good for you, which is why you don't have to listen to any messages that are fear-based about doomsday and what's going to happen. See, the goddess uses everything for its good. There's no negativity in the spirit realm. The spirit realm is like, good, let's use that. Everything is a move. Let's use it. Let's use that shadow. Let's use that ignorance. Let's transmute that energy. Let's come up off of it, okay? How can we make a coin off of this? Let's be like Mario and Luigi, hitting them coins, bing, bing, bing. Like, I look forward to a challenge. Challenge me. Let's have some fun. But I didn't used to be that way. I used to cry and hate this process. I'm like, I hate it here. Like, beam me up. I would meditate so that I can get up out of here, okay? But now I enjoy the adventure, because I've learned that's the only way to ride the wave. That's how you beat the Koopa Troopa, okay? You gotta enjoy pop, 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 a good tussle sometimes. All right, autistic at school. So we have all of this your weird and quirky self, like all of your out of the way dreams, the things that you thought you would never do, the things you thought that nobody ever is supposed to see. Maybe it could be the weird way you dance, or your sense of humor. You're supposed to be becoming more and more of your true self, your unique self. All the things that everybody used to make fun of you for and bully you for, that's where the money resides for you. I know no one says that anymore, but I'm saying it. All right, composting. We were just kind of talking about that, like using negative energy, using that bullying energy to your advantage. There is no energy that's not useful. Compost. And if you need to sit and meditate with that to figure out how to do that, God is only an eye close away. You can. For 15 minutes, and it's just that simple. But you have to be consistent, like every day though. Like if you're most of the time in anxiety and worry, then those are the type of thoughts you're going to keep receiving. So the key is to pull your focus away from worry and doubt and fear, which means stop watching stuff that makes your nervous system nervous. Stop paying attention to things that tap dances on your nerves or whatever, and pay attention to things that soothe your nervous system, calms you down, makes you feel safe, makes you feel secure, so that you can get the answers that you're looking for. You can also contact me for a soul session. I have a Patreon. We're in the middle of our fairy rest training right now, because one of the most important things, before you get to your heart space, you have to learn how to rest. You have to learn how to be at rest. I want you to look at rest like being like a flower, like the lily of the fields, and how they want for nothing, and yet all their needs are met. When you live from a space of rest, and you have to practice this because most of us are coming from a brainwashing from the patriarchy, that in order for us to be received well by society, we have to have this heroic story of struggle or whatever. And that's not what God requires. See, the kingdom of heaven is the exact opposite of this world. Anything this world tells you gotta do in order to be worthy of anything, you just know that God doesn't require any sacrifice. Love doesn't require sacrifice. What's it need sacrifice for? When it has everything and it is everything, that makes no sense. Love is always an overflow, which is why God is always asking you, what do you want? What do you want? Whatever you want. So the challenge becomes to be honest about what it is you actually want. And it looks like you've been I don't want to say what I want because I'm afraid that I'm not going to receive it, or it's not going to show up how I want it. You know, I'm not sure about me in this asking for my desires, because I've been taught that, I'm selfish for desiring. This is what I want. I want world peace. No, you want to, I don't know, hang glide in the Himalayas, or you want a new car, or whatever it is. It's okay to want what you want, and you're supposed to be practicing being okay with being selfish. It's like I was saying before, it's like having a really good meal and not wanting to share it with anybody until you get your fill out of it. It's like, let me eat off of this first, and then if I have anything left over, then we can talk. Please, sir, remove yourself out of my space, and we thank you. Amen. Like, move. You know, and that's truly how life works. Me first. Only because if you don't learn how to put yourself on a pedestal, then you'll be putting up false idols. You'll be giving your power away to beings who can't fulfill you. They're not working for you around the clock to make sure you get everything you want like God does. The issue with people not receiving their manifestations when they want them, like on time or whatever, and how they want, is that you stay worried instead of in the correct receiving mode. You have to stay at a high resonance to what it is that you are trying to manifest over a period of time. You can't just write down your affirmations or say your affirmations over a bed of anxiety and expect for your manifestations to come out clear like this crystal quartz here. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be in alignment. Like if you want to, like say I live a nomadic lifestyle because that's what I actually was brave enough to require of energy, like of the energies that I want to see around me, right? So I live a nomadic lifestyle, and the first step is I had to be brave enough to say that, admit it. It's like, I don't like renting. I don't want to own a home. And it's like, girl, where are you going to live? What are you actually saying? These are the conversations I'm having with myself. I'm like, okay, God, for some reason I'm miserable with this type of lifestyle. I'm bored. I don't know what is it that I'm looking for and what I want. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to live nowhere. I want to live wherever I want. I want to follow the seasons. I feel like I'm on my toes when I'm in a new country. It stimulates me. It's like my high, like to learn a new language, to not know where I'm at. Drop me down in the middle of somewhere and I like to figure it out, you know? I like that type of stimulation. I need it. This world is boring to me. Like, relationships are boring to me. Most people don't really care enough to put the effort into cultivating and refining themselves. I'm not interested in most people. Most of the time I'm shaking my head and nodding when people come up to me. I'm like, mm-hmm. Because no one is really interested in me as a person. They want to pillage my energy. I already know that. I have a high frequency. Nobody feels like they have anything to offer me. So I spend a lot of time with God, which I enjoy. I enjoy the spirit realm. I play in the spirit realm, you know? So you have to start off being brave enough to admit who you are and what you want. So then you can begin to purge and exit your old timeline. Exit that old timeline by admitting what it is you actually want. And then be weird enough to do it, to go after it. Like those videos you see of me talking to the chickens and stuff was the beginning for me. Like, I'm like, I don't know where I want to go, how I want to live exactly, but let me go try and live on a homestead. Like, you have to be willing to put yourself out there and experiment. And I'm 43 years old. And I'm telling y'all that because it don't matter how old you are. It matters about your vitality and your energy. I stay plugged into God. I stay plugged, and so God makes me youthful and gives me strength and gives me energy and beauty and money, and I don't rely on humans. No way. No way in hell can you make me. No way in hell can a man make me rely on him. Not when God gives me everything I want, need, and desire for free. I don't have to come out of pocket and be somebody I'm not and perform. I can be my messy ass self. I can be a messy ass human, and God loves and adores me and goes up for me in every single way. And I am not going to lose that connection just so that I can look a certain way in this world. And it's time for the earth angels to understand that and be brave enough to know who you are, ask for what you want, and be weird enough to actually believe in yourself that you can do that weird ass shit, and it is so, and it shall be done. And I appreciate all of you guys for joining me today for this session and this reading. Join me, I guess follow me here on TikTok for however long TikTok is going to be TikTok. You can also follow me on Instagram by the same name. You can join me on YouTube. I have a Patreon where we're, like I said before, in the middle of doing our fairy rest training to assist you in training your nervous system and being at 0 point neutrality where God resides. Like, if you want to receive joy, happiness, and peace, then you have to get yourself at rest, meaning that you trust that God is going to give us this day our daily bread. You don't have to force or strain your nervous system. You can be in the cosmic laws, the feminine laws of do nothing and receive everything. Peace.